I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Welcome back to TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Jaguar football as we get back into the action in quarter number one. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards for Deshaun Jackson. That's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield, it's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Another Jaguars first down. First and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Calais Campbell.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defense. Game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb?
And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Falcons.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Finding some... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds so possession will stay the same. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The 41-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At the 22-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. No success on first down. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's the backup Gabbard. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first. First half of football, last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Salvon Ahmed, 61 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 30. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now it's the backup Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 5.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Third and goal, Winston. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Steven Sims. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Gabbard on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Jameis again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jameis Winston, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked. Gabbert now to throw on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
And he's got daylight. Woo! It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again, Gabbard on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Gabbard. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Patrick Owasor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Gets around him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. On play action, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Going deep here for Bryant. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Bryant, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we are halfway through. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flushed out right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Well, they're going to get this into the hands of Hearns on the end around. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and long for Gabbard. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A 7-yard loss. It's now 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taco Charlton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Winston, he will keep it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
First down, Gabbert. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
7.
A first down throw for Gabbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Gabbert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gabbert here again. And he finds Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete to Rashad.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. On second down, Gabbard again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Gabbard. Being chased out, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Blaine Gabbard sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
42.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Fitzpatrick again. Steps away. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They go play action. Gabbert. That one complete to Joe Reed.
Gabbert's pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Falcons.
Gabbert now from the 50. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Nigel Bradham. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jaguars.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gabbert over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Gabbert on 3rd and 2. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbert, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Fitzpatrick going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Gabbert now to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Daquan Jones. Ryan
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. Gabbard. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.